My name is Wulandari. I'm from 5A class of English Language Education at Ganesha University of Education. Well, in this occasion, I would like to explain about one of teaching strategy that can use teacher in teaching writing skill. So, what is the purpose of writing skill to the student? So, the purpose of teaching writing to the student is to make the student more be critical thinking. Why? Because they need to search so many information before they write. For students who have a good writing, they already good readers because they need to read first before they want to write something. And the strategy or the name of the strategy is called Infographic Strategy. So what is Infographic Strategy? Infographic strategy is a strategy that can use teacher to teach students in teaching writing, especially for teaching procedure text in the class and using discovery learning theory to teach a student. While teacher use this strategy, they need to prepare well because the strategy relate with IT skill. So for students who have less knowledge in IT skill, they need to improve and improve. So I think teacher need to be more creative in applying this strategy. For the tools of material that need to prepare by teacher before to apply this strategy is prepare the example of procedure text in infographic. To implement this strategy, there need some steps. The first one is teacher need to prepare the example of procedure text in infographic. And the second one is teacher told student to read properly until they can understand what is the content of the procedure text. And the third one, teacher need to make sure the student who already understand or not. After that, after all the students understand what is the content of the procedure text in the infographic, teacher explain clearly about how to make infographic, because there are some ways to make an infographic, such as using Microsoft Word, using PowerPoint or Photoshop, or using Canva in online way. So there are some way to make an infographic. And the last, if a student already understand how to make an infographic, teacher give a due date or a deadline for student. It's about 1 until 2 weeks to submit this infographic assignment. That's all about the implementation. Is it easy, right? I think you can make a good infographic using your creative skill. In applying this strategy in the classroom, there are some weakness and also the strength of this activity. We start from the strength first. There are two strengths that can get student if teacher using this strategy in the classroom. The first one, student can improve their creative skill because this strategy related into IT skill. And the second one, the student are be able to develop and easier to develop their writing skill because if using in this strategy, that is infographic, they will be more easily to make a good procedure text because this strategy will be guidance them to finish a procedure text. And the weakness of this strategy is the first one. The strategy will spend much time. We can see from the implementation, it needs 1 until 2 weeks to finish this activity. And the second one is the students who have less knowledge in IT skill, they will be quite difficult in develop their skill. But I have some solution to solve this weakness if a teacher apply this strategy. That is, student and teacher need to have good time management in the learning process. And the second one is for students who have less knowledge in IT skill, they can ask other friend who already understand, or ask directly teacher directly about this strategy. So I think that's all about my explanation about one of teaching strategy that can use teacher in the classroom. I hope you can get new knowledge or information from my video, and for you as a teacher candidate, I hope you can apply it in the future in your class. Thank you.